Welcome everybody to PWTN, second edition. As you can see, this bag is by Oye, and then my kimono is also by Oye. Oye, thank you so much. I have with me here Emma. Emma is with Dough and Frost. Emma, thank you so much for having us here. We want you to tell us how it started, how it's going, your challenges, and then we also want you to put out a word to inspire, to motivate somebody who would also want to venture into your sector. So you are welcome to PWTN.
Thank you so much for having me. You're welcome to Dough and Frost.
Thank you.
Alright, so Emma is a graduate of the chemistry coming from my University of Science and Technology. I did my undergraduate study in real estate and my master's study in facilities management. And starting this business wasn't my dream from the beginning, but God has been faithful and we thank Him for all He does for us. Growing up as a young girl, I used to help my mom with baking a lot in the kitchen and with her work. My mom is a caterer and she's been doing this for years. As long as I've known her, she's been doing this. I took a couple of classes, baking classes online and in person, and it has been helpful to me. My entrepreneurship journey started in KNUST second year when I started selling bread with my roommate Angela. She based in Kumasi. And since then, I started trying new things. Took a donut maker to campus and started baking donuts. And that was just a hobby at the beginning, but then later I started selling, doing other things, bought some stands during report whole week.
Hey, I report. You are your report.
In Africa.
Oh no.
So bought some stands, did some other stuff, and then decided to try baking. My first attempt to baking was a total flop. I used my rice cooker, which I still have here, and it was a chocolate cake and it totally bent. But then I didn't give up then. After school, during my national service, I tried my first attempts to sell to the general public during Valentine's Day, and the name Dough and Frost was birthed. I had to get a name in order to catch the eye of the public, and we came up with Dough and Frost. Since then, I went for a class with one known bakery, a one-day class, to learn how to go about some things, and it's been helpful since then. It's going great, by God's grace. We have this shop. It's not as big as I intend it to be, but we take baby steps every time. And so one of the challenges I face in this business, I believe most people, other people face the same problem, is with the inflation. So as a young entrepreneur, going out there to go and buy flour for say 500 Ghana cedis, and then you go the next day and it's about 650. It breaks our hearts sometimes because most of the clients and customers don't really care about what you're going through. All they want is, I want this at this cost. Also, sometimes the passage and all of those things. As a young entrepreneur, you can't just get up and sew or invest in a generator. So you have to rely on the main power grid, which is ECG. So you can be working and the lights goes off. And sometimes orders come in quite late. You have to work overnight, throughout the night and all of that. I think that's basically it. I think another challenge is also getting help. These days, our generation, I seem to say we are lazy. So we don't get people coming to stay. Sometimes you get people, but they have ulterior motives. They have other motives, maybe to come poach on your ideas and then go replicate it elsewhere. They are not willing to learn and then come up with their own fresh ideas. So basically that's just it. The bigger picture, I intend opening the shop. Like I said earlier, this used to be a provision shop, and the other side was a storage room. So I intend opening that side to the public hopefully by the end of next year, and in future open other branches across the nation, and to help train other people as well, equip people with skills. What keeps me going? Most of the time, the feedback you get from clients, some do break your hearts, but they do encourage you to do your best. And at times, I look at it and, like I said, my mom used to bake or still does bake. So I look at it saying that she used to do all of that during her time, so I believe I can also do that. I started trying my hands on fondant cakes about 2-3 years ago, but I've seen some improvements over the years. Last December, I had 3 wedding cakes on one Saturday, and there were a couple of things that went wrong, but I encouraged myself and said, if I've been able to still go through all those 3, that means I can do even 4 or 5 in the future. So you can have some fails, but those are just stepping stones to achieve even greater things. My advice to the younger people who want to venture in this sector is this business, being an entrepreneur, generally takes a lot of discipline and self-control. It's so easy to come to the shop or come to the workstation and pour this box of milk onto my cornflakes. But you have to remember that you are looking at a future goal, a future plan. So you have to control yourself to not pour this box of milk on your cornflakes and a whole lot of other things. At times it's not, you yourself may be self-controlled, but you have to learn how to say no to family and friends and all of that, because they tend to visit you, they see the shop, everything, they see nice things, the Oreos you use for decorating cakes and all of those things, which are tasty, their cravings and all of that. It takes a lot of courage to actually say no to them. People who want to order and pay later, we have a lot of those, but you have to know how to say no. And ultimately, everything has challenges, but you need to encourage yourself and know that there's an end goal. There's somewhere you want to be. You have to have a vision. You can't just come into the business or come into the field and expect everything to go smoothly. So just keep the vision in mind, and it would help you go through everything. Thank you.
So we are here with the cake that we started, and finally is here. Emma? My crew, you are not getting some. Oh goodness. I mean, I know the taste already, so if you are telling me I'm not coming to taste, I'm just taking the cake away. It's as simple as that. Yes, and is looking at me. I'm just going with the cake.
So
the cake is super. So Emma, kindly tell our viewers where they can locate you, your number, everything they need to know.
So my Facebook and Instagram handle, Dough and Frost, Dough DOUGH_N_Frost, FROST. Telephone number 054-155-2128. We are located at Adenta Smith Flats, opposite block 88, 25 Ajima Avenue. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you everybody for watching, and please keep watching. We will come again with another episode of Professional Women in TV. And thank you so much for telling us your story. We are grateful.